Alright, so we have this very challenging problem here. X squared times e to the negative x equals 4. So pause the video now to solve this on your own. Alright, so for this problem I'll be using the Lambert W function. So over here we'll have a review of the Lambert W function. So the Lambert W function is basically the inverse of the product exponential. So if we have, for example, y equals e to the power of x, the inverse of this, we know this, is just the natural log of y equals x. Since the natural log of e to the power of x, we can cancel out the natural log in e to just get x. So in the same way, if we have y is equal to x times e to the power of x, the Lambert W function, so capital W of y, will just give us x. But we have to remember here for the Lambert W function, for any input x, x must be greater than or equal to -1 over e in order for this to be a real solution, which is what we're going to be using in this problem. So now we have to turn this into the form we are using here for the Lambert W function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and you'll see why in a second. So the square root of x squared times e to the negative x equals the square root of 4. Don't forget the plus or minus though, so we'll have plus or minus 2. So now here we just have x, because the x squared and the square root will cancel. And then we have e to the power of negative x over 2. And this is going to be equal to plus or minus 2. So now we're actually pretty close. We just have to multiply by -1/2 to turn this into negative x over 2 to use the Lambert W function. So we'll just multiply everything by -1/2. So we'll have negative x over 2 times e to the power of negative x over 2. And it's going to be equal to plus or minus 1. So now we can get rid of the negative case, since -1 is going to not satisfy our domain restrictions here, and we're only using real numbers. So now we can take the Lambert W function on both sides. The Lambert W function of 1 here. So now what we can do is this will just become negative x over 2, since we have negative x over 2 times e to the power of negative x over 2. We just have the Lambert W function of 1. So now multiply everything by -2, and you'll get x equals the -2 times the Lambert W function of 1. Alright, so that is just going to end up being approximately this will just end up being approximately -1.134. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get more interesting math content. Thank you for watching.